Okay, so the tool that I'm going to show you guys about is Blooket. I typically use it quite frequently when I am substitute teaching in elementary school classrooms. You can create your own sets within this tool, or you can also discover ones that other people have already created. A really nice feature is that there are ones that are teacher verified. So there's a teacher that has verified this, that it's not just junk, because, just like any other technological tool out there, there's somebody that's been doing some odd things here and there. So I highly suggest that if you are going to use one that's not teacher verified, that you make sure you look in and take a look at all of the answers and questions that are asked, because I've come across some really strange things in the past. But it's a nice option that you get to kind of take a look through all of these different options to make sure that things are on the up and up. Anyway, that's how you can discover sets that other people have created. You can also, if you find one that you do like, you can save it to your favorites, and they will show up in your favorites. There's that little guy right there. You can also create your own set. Okay, so you have your own sets that you've created. I have one specifically for capital cities of Canadian provinces. We can view your set right here by clicking that little guy, and again, it'll show you all of your questions that you have created, as well as all of the answers. And then you can host a game whenever you're ready. I'll go over that in a minute. But if I wanted to create a new set, it's really cool. You can create something like, let's say, farm animals. And let's say, recognize farm animals. Really nice option is that you could do a Quizlet import or a CSV import. I haven't done either. I typically am manually creating content that I want based on whatever I'm teaching, but it's nice to have those options available. So once I have my title and my description, you can also grab a cover image if you want. You can use their image gallery or upload a photo of your own, and then you can create. So then once you're in create, you can add a question. I would do, like, I say quack, quack, and I could grab an image, and let's look for a duck. Put that little guy in there, and then you can enter your answers you want for this question. So I'm going to say duck, say goose, say chicken, and peacock. And then you get to choose whichever one of the answers is going to be correct, which is duck, and then you save it. And it will save it as one of your questions. Now you can either duplicate the same question and kind of change things around, or you can add one of your own, whichever you are feeling is easier. So if you're going to, what country is this? You could just duplicate the question and switch out your image every time instead of having to type it out every time. But then once you're done, you can save your set, and it will show up under My Sets. When you want to host a game, so if I wanted to host my capital cities of Canadian provinces, this is where you get to choose your live game modes that the kids get to use while they do this trivia. Crypto Hack is always a favorite with kids of mine, so you can choose that and host. And then once you get here, you can choose to host by a set amount of time, or by the amount of crypto you want them to have accumulated. I usually go by time because it's either before recess or end of the day, where I just have a specific amount of time to dedicate. And you can show the instructions for each game if kids haven't played before, or you can get rid of that and not worry about it. You can allow late joining, which is great because we know kids are in the bathroom and to their lockers and all that good stuff back and forth all the time, but they don't necessarily want to miss out on a game. You can allow student accounts, but typically I'm not worried about that because we're not creating accounts for students. They can play with the free version. And then you can use random names. Sometimes that's nice if you have students that like to create not necessarily appropriate names within their games. But anyway, once you decide to host, you get this jaunty, intense music that really amps everybody up, and kids will just go to play Blooket and enter the game code to then join. But overall, really fun tool if you have some kind of more trivia or fact-based information that you want students to know for them to just keep practicing in a fun way. But definitely recommend.